But it is clear that Canada gets the idea that immigration policy should be in line with serving the needs of the country, Dennis, or at least I should say they did. Let's see what happens under Trudeau, because he is somewhat different than the prime ministers they've had in the past. So we'll see what happens. But
well, Trudeau, whatever the hell his name is, he is a mini Obama.
yeah.
I mean, that's really what it comes down to. But I think the chart that you put up there showing the difference between we as a country take in people based on who they're related to,
right,
whereas Canada says, hey, what can you do for us? Exactly. That's one of the things that I think Trump or whoever winds up being, I mean, if it's Cruz, I don't care who it is at this point, when they talk about this topic, I want to hear them say, we're only going to take in people who are going to add value,
right,
economic value, right, or scientific value to this country.
Yeah.
But right now, I think one of the things that, you know what, I'll give you the opportunity to explain. Most people don't know what chain migration is.
Chain migration.
Explain that to them.
That's really simple, and it's why that piece of the pie is so huge in America in terms of family-based. I come into the country, then I turn around and say, look, I've got a wife and kids. And they say, well, okay, you can let your wife and kids come in. Then my wife says, well, you know, my mom and my dad are still at home in Mexico, and they're getting up in age. We need to be able to take care of them. So they say, okay, well, let your parents come in. So they let the parents come in, and then I said, well, my brother and sister really miss my mom and my dad, so that they need to come in too. And we're like, okay, well, fine. You can let your brothers and sisters come in. And before you know it, you have a bunch of people. And this is not saying they're bad people. It's just, what are they adding? Why aren't we having this conversation? What do you bring to this country?
Exactly. So that's what it is. It's all family-based. And that's why, you know, the immigrants are coming over here. And I understand how important immigration is to the U.S., right, but I also understand the fact how important it is to make sure that people on your team are offering something to the country versus coming over here and sucking off the welfare, right, programs, which many of them are, and many of them do. Yes. Now, reverting back to Canada, because I'm gonna bring up something here now. This new guy, is it Trudeau? Is that
Trudeau?
Yeah. Trudeau. Okay.
Yeah.
Trudeau.
I call him Baby Trudeau because his dad was prime minister.
All right. I call him, you know, Obama Light. All right. Or you call him Obama White. You could do one or the other two. I don't care what you do. Both ways to find this guy. And so what he has done now is he's changed a little bit of some of those numbers you just put up.
Yeah.
Get ready, Bill. We're going to be coming back and doing a report a year from now. Because this guy is opening the door to all the refugees. He wants those refugees coming over. Yeah. Okay? Now, in my film, They Come to America 3, Billy, I show how porous that border is. And Islamic terror right now, it's a hotbed in Canada. Those people who come through that border with no problem whatsoever, we are wide open and vulnerable. Last 20 seconds to you.
Well, it's really simple. Yes, he's going to change it, but here's what's fascinating. Canada lets in 250,000 immigrants a year legally. We let in 1 million. And there are people in Canada, Dennis, who think 250,000 is way too many now.
I agree with you. I think this country, our country, has to bring down our immigration number to about 150 to 250,000 for a period of time and catch our breath.